colossal, relentless, deadly. Tsunamis are amongst some of the most powerful forces in Mother Nature's arsenal. From a recent spectacle along the coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula to one of the deadliest natural disasters in human history, today we will be exploring the most powerful tsunamis ever caught on camera. 2025 Russia Tsunami. On the morning of July 29, 2025, a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake rocked the eastern coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. This quake, which occurred just off the Russian coast, caused massive waves which are estimated to have reached as high as 16 meters, or roughly 52 feet in height. Fortunately for those in Japan, Hawaii, and other low-lying areas in the tsunami's path, much of the wave's force was dissipated by the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. Those few people living on the Kamchatka Peninsula, however, were in for quite the show. Within minutes, the tsunami, which was traveling at roughly 440 miles per hour, slammed into the peninsula, inundating low-lying areas and slamming into the hills that form the coast of the peninsula. This man and his furry friend got front-row seats to witness the sheer power of the sea.
Ё-моё!
Fortunately for them and the other residents of the peninsula, no one was killed by the wave, and there was minimal damage inflicted on local infrastructure. 2011 Japan Tsunami. The island nation of Japan is a beautiful place covered in dense forests and picturesque mountains. Unfortunately for the residents of this beautiful nation, it is also located smack dab in the middle of the Ring of Fire. This means that it is highly susceptible to both earthquakes and tsunamis. On the afternoon of March 11th, 2011, a massive 9.1 magnitude earthquake rocked the seabed just 45 miles off the coast of Honshu. As portions of the seafloor were forced upward by the quake, they created a massive wave that reached as much as 133 feet in height as they slammed into Japan's coast. The massive tsunami destroyed roads, railways, and ports, and swept away some towns in their entireties. The waves reached as far as 6 miles inland, wrecking homes and the lives of those left behind. By the time the monster waves receded, 127,000 homes had been destroyed. 16,000 people were killed, and a further 2,500 people were declared missing, their bodies never being recovered. 2022 Tonga Tsunami. While most major tsunamis are caused by underwater earthquakes, there are also a variety of other catastrophic events that can lead to massive aquatic catastrophe. In this case, on January 15th, 2022, the Tonga volcano, a submarine volcano within the area of Tonga, erupted, sending ash and water vapor 36 miles into the atmosphere and creating a 20-meter or 66-foot tsunami wave that swept across several islands in the vicinity. Coastal flooding from the tsunami destroyed homes, businesses, and boats, and contaminated freshwater supplies across the islands. In the end, 3 people died, and thousands were displaced as the surging waters threatened their homes. Nuugaatsiaq Tsunami, 2017. In June of 2017, a steep fjord slope collapsed in northwestern Greenland, displacing vast quantities of water and triggering a tsunami. The waves swept down the fjord and struck the small settlement of Nuugaatsiaq, flooding homes and infrastructure and sweeping away boats along the fjord. The wave moved extremely quickly in the enclosed fjord, giving local residents little time to react. Several homes were destroyed, and many of those living along the fjord lost their boats during the incident. At least 4 people were confirmed dead. January 2022. And now the one you have all been waiting for. In January of 2022, a massive tsunami was triggered in the low-lying coastal area of Indonesia. This tsunami wasn't caused by an earthquake or a volcano, but rather by the undying wrath of Mother Nature herself after she was forced to watch this young Indonesian gentleman assault her most precious creation, the whatchamacallit tree. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this one, but I saw that video, and now you have to as well. 2004 Indonesia Tsunami. On the morning of December 26, 2004, the world witnessed one of the most devastating natural disasters in recorded history. Deep beneath the Indian Ocean, just off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, a massive 9.1 magnitude megathrust earthquake ripped through the seafloor. The rupture, stretching more than 800 miles, thrust entire sections of the ocean floor upward by as much as 50 feet, displacing an unimaginable volume of water in an instant. Within minutes, walls of water began racing outward in every direction at nearly 500 miles per hour. For coastal communities in Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and even parts of Africa, there was little to no warning. The first waves struck the shores of northern Sumatra less than 15 minutes after the quake. Entire towns were erased in seconds as a towering 100-foot, 30-meter wall of water roared inland, sweeping away homes, vehicles, and anything that wasn't anchored to the earth itself. The footage that emerged in the hours and days after remains some of the most haunting ever captured. Vacationers on the beaches of Thailand watched in confusion as the tide suddenly retreated, only to be overtaken moments later by a churning wall of debris-filled water. Streets turned into rivers. Buildings vanished beneath the waves.
God, we're leaving. Oh my God, look at the waves coming. Clear out, people! Clear out! I hope no one was out there. Oh my God, look out! Get in the room, get in the room, get in the room. We're leaving today if we can get out of here. And this is no longer the beautiful place that it once was. Thank goodness we're on the 3rd floor.
By the time the ocean finally calmed, the destruction spanned 14 countries. More than 230,000 people were killed, making it the deadliest tsunami in modern history. It was a disaster so vast, so sudden, that it quite literally reshaped the world's coastlines, and our understanding of just how powerful the ocean can be when it decides to reclaim its domain. And that is it for this video. If you found this content interesting, please like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.